Hello my friends, I am G Hondo and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD Season 2. This is episode 46. In episode 45, we did a couple little things, nothing too major. We set up this new train route here over this awesome shiny little bridge to do this wood mission that we got to, where did it go? Here, to, sorry, this one here to Tradine. That one there was the previous episode, actually. The other thing we did is up here at our drastically overworked boat fleet here, as you can see by the sheer stacks of stuff waiting, I went ahead and cloned a couple more passenger boats, but I'm thinking I'm going to need um, another cargo ship as well, and a few more of the actual passenger ferries. So that is what we're going to do right now. So one more of those, and I'm going to build 3 more of the passenger ferries. And then we'll see how that does. Let them all go. Awesome. And let's get rolling. Now on this side, they're not doing too bad, though, at least on the mail. The passenger side's a little bit heavy. But it's mostly on this side that I was concerned, because that is just a staggering amount of both. So we'll give that some time to do its thing, and hopefully that will catch it up a little bit. That would be nice. And in the meantime, we're just waiting for something to finish. And like I say, I've got all the windows up, so whatever you're into watching, you can watch. I am starting to wonder, though, if I should leave the goals window up at all times, or whether I should close it and just open it, once in a while. That would give us a bit more room for these, and a bit more room for me to work in when I'm adding a new route. I guess what I could do, there's never going to be a company, like a global goal, so I could just shrink this window down a little, knock, say, 3 lines off, and then just, yeah, I could do something like this, and I think that's what we'll do, because there's, the Busy Bee script does not, even though it's got a spot for a global goal, it does not have one. It says right in the description there's never going to be a global goal, and obviously I don't need the title, but that lets us see all 10 of our missions, while simultaneously letting me move these guys up a little bit. And that just gives me a little bit more room to see what I'm doing when I'm adding a new mission. So anyway, I think that's what we'll go with from now on. In the meantime, we have... Okay, so the speed's, I think, a little bit lower, because I think we had 56s, but that's a lot of capacity. Let's go have a look at that in a more comparative manner. Okay, so right now I was going to switch to this one, because it's just so much faster. So now I'm a bit torn. The speed would still be good. It's still faster than what we have now, but it's so many more passengers. I don't like that they have such a short life, though. That's a bit weird. Like, even 20 seems a bit low to me, but 15 seems very, very low. I'm not so worried about the reliability, because I recognize that these are just prototypes, so that I'm not overly concerned at. But yeah, I think I'll sacrifice that bit of speed for that huge jump in capacity, and I think that'll make sense. Now, I don't think we had anything else here. I checked this near the end of the last episode, but apparently one of these popped in, and I, again, didn't get a pop-up for it. But it's definitely, that's a massive, massive upgrade. More capacity and more speed. I'll take that every time. And apologies if you can hear that grinding noise in the background. That is my cat litter bin cleaning itself, so it makes a lot of noise. Anyway, I think the rest of these are all good. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Actually, what I was seeing is some really, really old vehicle here. Oh, okay, it's not quite as far gone as it looked. It shows red when they're getting close to their age, as well as when they're actually over it and ready for replacement. So some of them will show as red for a little while. So, but I always like to check them just to make sure. Because I had an instance, and I think it was just 1 or 2 episodes ago, where we had a whole pile of valuables trucks sitting, waiting to pick up valuables because there just wasn't that much production. And then there were several vehicles that needed to be replaced because they had crossed their age, but they were sitting so long that they went way over their age. So when I see situations like that, I always palm off a couple of the vehicles just to speed things along at the stations. But anyway, we'll go with that. In fact, I think we just kind of saw that as that plane went by. We might have had something happening over here. I didn't get a great look at. Oh, here, yeah. So we've got a vehicle sitting here, waiting for valuables because the bank, wherever it is, well, it's decent production, but it's just, I guess, not enough for the amount of traffic we have. So this vehicle is sitting here quite a while. And if there were several vehicles waiting all at 0% for a long time, that was kind of the situation I was talking about. But anyway, let's go have a boo at Blue's Head Factory here. Now that we have the shiny new farm with much better production than the old one. These missions should be cruising along pretty nicely, although it does want a fairly hefty amount of grain. And I'm pretty sure the grain trucks... Oh, that's a livestock truck. The white one's the grains. Yeah, they only hold 10 each, so it will take a while. It basically means in total that they'll have to have, run 260 times, although they've already done most of that, but still, it will take a while. So I guess we'll just put the speed up for a bit. Although my CPU is doing crazy things again, so I don't think I'm going to be able to keep the speed up full time, but we'll do it while we can. Now, if there's a lot of stuff always waiting here, I actually could consider adding another vehicle or two. Especially on the livestock side. Might not be a terrible idea to clone ourselves a few more. So we'll take one more livestock and one more grain. And that would be good. And that will be good. Excuse me. Okay. Well, what that'll do is that'll help clear these livestock out, which is just for profit because we've already completed that mission, but getting the extra grain will help speed this mission up just a little tiny bit. It's certainly not going to cut the time in half or anything, but it'll help a little bit, so that's good. My CPU is sitting over 90% and I'm not even at high speed, so I've got to have something going on in the background. Must be another download of an update or something. Or my computer's just losing its mind. It's entirely possible it's not too. I know I feel like I'm losing my mind most of the time. Anyway. Could be because we just have so many boats here. Just a crazy, crazy number of boats. Now, what I find interesting, it looks like... I could be wrong, but it was looking like this boat was getting stuck behind this one, because that one goes at a slower speed. But I can't imagine why that would be, since boats are allowed to sail around each other. But it's very, very strange. Who knows? Anyway, let's have a look and see, since it has been a while. Yeah, that's coming down a fair ways. So I think we're finally starting to make some headway. Oh yeah, it's definitely on this side. This side's fine. We're keeping up, no problem. On this side, we're catching up. We're still behind, but we're catching up, so I might need one more passenger ship, but not necessarily. I'm not sure if you can hear in the background, my cat Smokey is screaming a fair bit. He'd like some attention, so I'm trying to give him attention while still playing the game, and it's not very easy to do because he wants a lot of attention. Yes he does, but he's a cute kitty, so it's totally okay. I put a picture of him in one of my videos, and if you're connected at all to either my Facebook page or my Patreon page, my profile picture is me holding him, so you can see him if you like. He's just such a precious little thing. But sometimes he's kind of annoying because he's very, very demanding. There'll be times I'll be giving him a belly rub, and I'll give him a belly rub for 10 straight minutes. I pull my arm away to try and shake the bugs out, because you hold your arm in a certain position for that long, you start feeling your nerves going crazy, and as soon as I take my arm away, even for a second, to rest it, he screams at me. As in, what are you doing? I didn't tell you could stop. Crazy guy. That's okay. And my other cat, Devil, he's not so attentive, not so demanding in terms of attention, although he does every once in a while get in a mood where he'll just start screaming. There's nothing happening, he doesn't want anything, he doesn't need anything, but he just likes hearing his own voice, so he'll just start screaming. But that tends to be later in the day, so you probably won't hear that very often in one of my videos, because I tend to record in the afternoon, and he tends to scream in the evening, so it's a game we play, I guess. But I've got a picture of him as well in one of my videos. Season 2, episode either 15 or 19. One's got Smokey and one's got Devil, so if you're at all interested, that's where you can see my cats. At some point, if I ever get a webcam, I guess you'll also be able to see my cats, because I'm sure they'll be climbing all over me to get some camera time. At this point, I don't have a webcam, so that's why you're not seeing my face. At some point, I'll probably pick one up. Might be a little while, though. I could actually make that a Patreon goal. That might do it. Because the main problem right now I'm having, it isn't because I don't want a webcam, it's just I can't afford one. So I've been, as I mentioned in one of my earlier videos, I've been off work for several months on medical leave, so it makes things tough. But anyway. Alright, I think the CPU has finally calmed down enough that we can put the speed up. The disk had also been going berserk, so it must have been a download of something. New mail truck. Not sure if that's actually an upgrade or not. Let's go have a look. It's always easier to see in this view where you can just directly compare them. Well, it certainly called it a Mark II. That makes me think it's going to be an upgrade. So right now we do 40 for 15, so 48 and 18. Okay, so absolutely that's a worthwhile upgrade. From the Stanley to the Bradley 2. Excellent. Let's see if there's any other ones that kind of snuck their way in. Now we know the Mahan is worse than the Bradley, because we're already doing it the other way. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anything else new that I've missed. Excellent. Moving on. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, like it tries so hard to give you all these messages, even though most of the time they're irrelevant, and then sometimes it means you miss important messages like, vehicles at negative profit, or worse, the, new vehicles available. Because that's always annoying when you miss one of those messages. You go in later to check on something else, then you see it's like, hang on a second, when did this arrive? This is awesome, I would have been using this thing for years. Or you go to build a new route and, that's funny, I don't recognize that name. Like, what is this vehicle? How long have I had this? But that's okay. We're just playing for fun anyway, so it's all good. Let's probably speed up again for a little bit. Second there, this one said broken down, and all three of these are saying maintenance at. Started thinking, do my ships and planes and trains and cars actually do anything, or they spend all day in the depot? Anyway, yeah, that is just a really nice looking bridge. I quite like that. It's much better than the little wooden bridges you can start with. But I guess it makes sense, because back in the 1800s they wouldn't have known how to make that. Engineering came a long way in the late 1800s to early 1900s especially. Huge, huge advances in a lot of physical sciences, including engineering. Obviously this game only incorporates some of those things, but still, it's neat. Yeah, see, because boats can pass each other, so that's not a big deal. That's why I was wondering earlier if I was just, mistaken when I saw what looked like a boat trying to get by and not being able to, which seems very strange. Boats can even cross over each other going opposite directions, which really should mean a head-on collision, but thankfully, even though it doesn't show it clearly, one just goes around, but it just doesn't show us. Anyway, that bugged out mission will be going away soon. And that little tiny mission we got for the sawmill will be done on the next pass, because it only wants 4 pieces of wood, plus or minus a couple for rounding. And we haul, I think, 60 at a time, something like that. I think I made this 2 cars. Oh, 3 cars, so we haul 90 at a time. So the next time it goes by, it's absolutely done for sure. Oh, it actually was done, just hadn't updated. Even better. So now we're just waiting on the replacement. Fantastic. Hopefully it's something we can do by boat or by plane. So we haven't done either of those in a while. I've been doing mostly rail, because of course I've missed it, and a couple more road ones because we were just adding. Well, it's a livestock mission to Lewis Head again, so we're not actually going to be doing anything because this one's already doing. So it's picked a duplicate location on us. That's okay. Not a problem. The livestock production here is very, very, very good. It's gone down, but it's still very good. And I think I have 2. Check. I think I have 2 livestock vehicles. Yeah. Which apparently are not doing so well, but it is early in the year, so that's okay. And what do these carry? Okay, they carry 16 at a time. So 32 per full trip. And the mission wanted, where'd it go? 850, so basically, what would that be? 15 trips? My math in my head is decent? No, that can't be right. It's gotta be 25. About 25 full trips, both ways. So it'll take a little while, but it's not unmanageable. My mouse is acting up a bit, so I think I have to clean it between episodes. It feels very jerky. It's not moving very smoothly at all. I'm gonna have to definitely clean it, or maybe the mouse pad or something. Either way, it's not cooperating with me very well. But I'll sort that out between episodes. That's certainly nothing you guys are interested in watching. Well, that green mission's also getting pretty good progress as well. This passenger mission's not doing too bad. It wants a lot, but I think we put in a lot of infrastructure here. I think. Oh, that's right. These are the ones where I was using those little tiny streetcar trams. Just tons and tons and tons of them. Like 30 of them, I think. Where's my depot? Oh no, just 4. I must be thinking of a different one. Well, with only 4, this will take quite a while. Are we not getting much in the way of... No, we've got quite a bit waiting. On that side, and how are we here? Quite a bit waiting. Okay. I do believe it's time to get the depot to give us more vehicles. The valuables... Oh, actually, that was just the valuables side. Where is this side? Yeah, that's just nowhere near enough. Both mail and passengers need a lot more, so let's say 1, 2, 3. It's kind of annoying when it puts the new window right on top of where you're trying to work. So 4 more passengers and let's say 2 more mail. That should do. The mail I'm not so worried about. Oops, get going. Get going. There we go. That should not only help that mission complete sooner, but it should also help with the backlog of passengers at those stations. Because like I say, right now they've got crazy, oops, trying to get the actual station here, crazy amounts. And that's even before I've added extra stations for more coverage. At this point I don't think I'm even going to, even though we're not covering the whole city here, covering most of it. But I don't think we certainly want even more passengers. We got plenty sufficient already. Interesting. There's a road going to that power plant. Well, I don't think that was me that did that, because I generally, if I'm getting rid of a station, I also get rid of the road, so that must have been the Bork AI that did that, I'm assuming. The Choo-Choo Array AI wouldn't have, because it only does trains, it doesn't do roads. So that must have been the Bork AI. But anyway. Yep, we are over on time. Didn't even notice. So at this point, folks, I'm going to call that an episode. So until next time, stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching.